Welcome into Behind the Blaze podcast. I'm Coach Barry Wortman, and we're transitioning into boys basketball segment. And I'm very excited about the opportunity to promote and talk about boys basketball. Let me start by thanking Ms. Head and Studio A for this opportunity. I've been so impressed with Coach Gerke and Coach Jones and their what you guys have started here, and we just got so much out of that, enjoyed that, and we would like to try to continue that on with our program and promote some things that we've got going. So I'd like to jump in here and just get started. Very excited about our basketball team. We're currently sitting at 3-3 on the season. Started with a really good challenging tournament in Nashville at the Cougar Classic. We played three really, really good basketball teams and really challenged our basketball team. We came out of there sort of knowing exactly where we were and played probably one of the top teams in our state to overtime. Played another team in Green Hills that Isaiah Divens, who will be a player that's going to be on our second segment, will tell you a lot about. He's played them twice over the years, and I just think that was a great measuring stick for our basketball team. We came out of there 0-3. I think all three of those teams will be state tournament teams. Very capable of being, and we were right there with those teams. And then since then, beat a very good Coffee County team, a really good Ravenwood team on the road, and then last night a really good Franklin County team to win 3 straight. So like where our basketball team is, like where we're transitioning, love the effort and the attitude and the 4-0 of our program and where our guys are. So again, very pleased with that. Moving forward, on Friday night, we go right back to Coffee County and play them for a second time. Again, they were a state tournament team last year. Play a very talented team on Columbia Central on Monday. And then in between that, our developmental team plays on Saturday morning at both 8 and 10:15 here on campus. So our developmental team made up of our freshmen and some sophomores as well. So great opportunity for our team to improve and get better over the next couple of weeks. And then after coming out of our exam schedule, the Outback Classic will be December 19th and December the 20th here on campus. It's always been a great field, and we're excited about the opportunity to play over Christmas, play right before the Christmas break. Special thanks to Outback and Sean Goff, who do so much to make the Outback Classic here in town a special experience for our kids. So we're excited about that and excited about the opportunity to play over the Christmas break. With that said, I'm going to bring in our special guest for this year, for this segment, and that is our only senior in our basketball program. That is Isaiah Divens. So Isaiah, welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on here.
Absolutely. Well, Isaiah, let me start by saying this. Again, the only senior in our basketball program. Last year as a junior, you were an all-district player. You led our team in assist, rebounding, steals. You were second in the team in scoring. You probably what I call one of the biggest shining moment plays in our history of our program. We've had a lot of great players come through. I don't think had anybody in the past 13 years make a game-winning shot to win a district championship.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
that was an awesome experience, huh? Tell us a little bit about that.
As soon as I when the time started counting down, I honestly already knew, I wasn't nervous or anything. I already knew, this is what I've been waiting for anyway. That's the reason I came over here to win a district championship and stuff. So when I shot the shot and it went in, just made me feel happy about it.
That was a fun deal to win a regular season championship and a district championship, and I just think you really, really galvanized our team with your leadership. And I'll say this, and I don't want you to necessarily just co-sign on it because I say it, but the thing about Isaiah Divens, he's never had a bad day. I've never seen a young man with a smile on his face every day. He's played with such spirit and such joy, but you just live your life with such spirit and such joy. You've been a big you just motivated our team, but our coaching staff. We talk about that. Tell me a little bit about what that smile and that spirit, where does that come from?
I'm just always in a good mood at all times. I don't know, I rarely be sad about it. I always look at everything positive in life like that.
You really do. And again, people on campus that know Isaiah, such great spirit, such great joy. we go back to the game-winning shot and the great year you had as a junior and a really nice off-season that you've had. I think the thing that to this point in your career that's going to be a legacy in our program and something I'll never forget is that you played with a broken wrist. Most people thought, even a lot of the doctors thought it'd be about 4 to 6 weeks. You were back in about 12 days. Played one-handed for about 3 games. And I just thought that probably as much as anything impacted our kids and our program and our staff that you were going to come back and find a way to help our basketball team and play with such toughness. And just I just thought that probably it was as big of an impact on our program as maybe anybody's had. That was just such an amazing deal for you to do that. And again, played one-handed for about 3 games. Share a little bit about that.
Basically, I knew my team needed me, and it was getting towards like the end of the season. So I know if I sat out, then it would like impact our team in a bad way. So I always soon I seen like I could dribble with my wrist taped up and stuff like that. So I just said I'll just take it to the game like it.
You did. You guarded. You found ways to impact our team, and then as you transitioned back, I thought our team really took shape. I knew we were going to be good, but I didn't know that we could be that good with so many young guys. Talk a little bit about some of the players in our program, and the impact they had. Let's start, if you don't mind, with Trey Saffold, a junior in our program.
He's improving every day in practice. Last year he was like a little bit sillier, but he's definitely like got more mature and stuff like that. As the season went on.
He really has. He's made a big jump in his game and in his approach to practice, and I would agree with that. How about Quentin Bass?
Shooter. That's my shooter right there. Anytime somebody helped up and I throw it to the corner, buckets every time.
He does. He shoots a nice ball, and he's improving in every aspect of his game. And he's just another guy that sort of fits who we are. Just has great spirit about him. I call these guys. We call these guys our juniors, and they're all sophomores. They all started last year at certain times, and I just think every one of these guys has made a really big jump in our program. Garrison Edey. Man, what a jump he's made. I think he's another combo guard like yourself that can do so many things to enhance our program. And obviously Ethan Carson and Christian Johnson, just 2 guys that have also made big jumps. Talk about those 3 young men or players in our program for a minute.
They're getting better, just like Trey Savoy. He's getting better every day, all of them. Especially from last year, they improved so much. That's just making the team way better every day.
I agree. Those guys have made a big jump and been real demanding. Those guys call them juniors. And I think the young man that's probably had the biggest off-season improvement, and a guy that we saw over there, especially over the Thanksgiving tournament that played so well, is Dyson Elam. Dyson's made a nice jump. Share a little bit of your thoughts on Dyson.
Really, it was really a confidence thing. I think he always had that last year, but it was just his confidence in practice stuff. He never really showed it. And now he's putting in more work and stuff, so he's definitely getting better. He
has, and he is he's another guy that we're about to put in that junior rotation as he's made this jump. Sort of like you, let's go back to our tournament over Thanksgiving, and like the shining moment play you had to win a championship. Let's talk about Braden Sanford. I thought for him to come off cold off the bench, we had a teammate get fouled and couldn't go to the foul line and shoot free throws, so we were able to put somebody on the foul line, and he went in there and made 4 straight free throws off the bench cold. That it was tough that we didn't win that game. We had the chance to win that game because we should have had him on our shoulders in the locker room. That was one of those defining and shining moments experiences for him. He's made a really nice jump in his game as well, but that was an awfully cool experience. Talk about Braden a little bit, please.
Same as Quentin Bass. He is strictly shooter. Like he's getting better. He's honestly getting stronger in the weight room and everything. So that's just helping him get more playing time and shoot and show y'all he can shoot the rock.
Absolutely, and just like Ethan, Trey McGaffey's came off our football program and starting to find some rhythm. I thought he impacted our game last night, not only with a big 3 that we needed. We were about a 7-0 run down, but just you can tell he's getting some rhythm in his game, and he gives us a little something that nobody else does. Has a little shift to his game, and tell me a little bit about Trey.
Trey is a dog. Like he's not afraid of anybody. Like he's always trying to push you to get better in practice, always working hard to get better every day.
Absolutely. So I again, excited about where we are at this stage in our season, our opportunity to continue to get better, and looking forward to the challenges that we have coming forward. Some big road games as well as some big games at the Outback Classic. Okay, let's shift to what I enjoy talking about. When we have our individual meetings, your 2 years here on campus, you're right in the middle of everything, whether it's a pep rally or anything going on campus, and you get your ability to interact not only with your teammates but just everybody on campus, every teacher. I see you interact with them. Talk about your experience here on campus since you've been here, your 2 years, and your enjoyment, and a little bit about Blackman High School.
Blackman is like a community. Like we all together. Like it's basically like a brotherhood. Basically, it's like the prep rallies and stuff. Like we all in there together and just cheering each other on and stuff. It's just basically a brotherhood community type.
Absolutely, I co-sign on that. It's just a great place to work and go to school. All right. You told me not long ago, I can remember in our individual meetings in class, talk about a couple of your teachers in the classes that you like. I'll sort of get you started. I can remember you talking about Miss Covington is also our cheer coach, and I believe it's retail operations. Talk about that class. Talk about that class and Miss Covington a little bit.
Yeah, it's honestly helping me like with business stuff. Like we have a bookstore that we like sell like candy and stuff like for cheaper for like $1 and stuff that we make money off of and stuff. And like basically she's like a school mom for me. Like she always there to help and all stuff like that.
I got you. She did that. That is, more people enjoy that class and that program, and a lot of our players over the years and managers, and just a lot of people have unbelievable feedback from that. Okay, telling me a little bit about your English class, Miss Bunner, and I know that that can be a challenging class, and I know you talked several times about how much you enjoy that class, which is cool because I know it's a challenging class. So talk a little bit about your English class.
Miss Bunner is like, she's like an English teacher that like always is like close to their classmates, like always keep you close with her and stuff. And and she's always at the basketball games cheering me on and stuff. I can hear her over everybody because she's always so loud every time I like get fouled or anything, helping and stuff like that.
Well, that's good. That's big time that those teachers can make such an impact on your life. And it's cool, not just in this setting here on our podcast, but in our individual meetings for you to share that, and for those teachers to have such an impact in your school career is awesome. Okay, all right. Let's get back to basketball a second. Favorite player?
Ja Morant.
You remind me a little bit about Ja Morant.
Yes, sir.
Get it to the cup and get fouled and finish the balls, making good plays. Okay. Favorite team?
Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay, so staying with the Grizzlies. I like the Grizzlies too. They remind me of our team a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Play a lot of young guys and keep getting better and trying to do some things that they've never done before. So they're fun to watch. They really are. Okay, big stretch for our team. Our team has sort of been known, or our program's sort of been known for making a big jump over Christmas and over the Christmas break. So big time for our program. I think we've came out of the Father Ryan Christmas tournament so many times, sort of identifying our team and how we want to play and who we are in rotations. You sort of get exams finish up and you really get locked into basketball. We're a work in progress. We've been very inconsistent offensively, but you can tell we're locked in and trying to be good. Give a couple things that you feel like that we can do to improve. Talk to your teammates in our basketball program a little bit now, and some things you think that we can make a jump on, to improve over these next 3 weeks.
Basically being more violent, like in practice, like going hard, like always pushing each other to always get better every day, and also working a little bit more on the shooting and free throw and stuff. So as soon as that start going in, the league just keeps getting higher and higher.
I'm with you, Isaiah. I'm with you. I just think that this team does so many things well, especially on the defensive end and transition defense. So if we can, I love that word, if we can just be a little bit more violent in terms of rebounding the ball and being physical and coming up with more 80-20 balls on the loose balls. And then I think the offense is going to come. You can see Ethan getting a little rhythm. You saw Trey McGaffey finding some rhythm. Big Trey is getting some experience. All of our sophomores, we call juniors, are making a big progress. So I think it's a big time for our team, and we'll see if we can make a jump. Man, really want to wrap this thing up here by just letting everybody know in our basketball community and school community how much we appreciate your support. Love to see you out. We're at Coffee County this Friday night, Columbia on Monday, and our developmental team plays on Saturday. So had a big impact over the years of our basketball program, and we really appreciate the school support, the community support, and looking forward to Friday night and getting to go back and compete against a really good team on the road. Thanks so much for having us. We look forward to seeing you guys on the podcast again after Christmas. And go Blaze.
Go Blaze.